Okay, welcome back everyone for another exciting episode of Ride On with David. I thought I would start my videos with a little bit more energy and reaching out to my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and asking questions and always coming to me for advice. Remember, it's always just my advice. You don't have to take any of this information as something you should always heed to, but thank you so much nonetheless. Anyway, so we got ourselves today a new carburetor, ordered on eBay, $14.99. It is a 20 millimeter. I said in the last video 21, but they don't make 21, so they made 20, which is a step up from this 19 millimeter carburetor, and you'll see what I mean in just a moment. I'm going to pull the old carburetor out and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison here. So I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay, family, so what we got here is we're draining out the actual current carburetor. It's taking a leak. Yep, it went peeps. So we'll just want to wait for this to completely drain out of the float bowl, and then I'll be able to take out the old carburetor. Let's turn on some light here so you can see. There's the old one. See where it says 19C? Well, that explains it. That's why it's the way it is. Anyway, all right, stay tuned. Okay, everybody, so I got both carburetors here. So this is the original one. So look at the throttle body, very small, not serviceable. You can see here, there's no way of taking this float bowl off unless you want to just Frankenstein the hell out of it, which I do not want to do. This one, serviceable float bowl. Here's a problem with the eBay carburetors. It didn't have the specifics as what size was the main jet. That's my concern. I want to jet the carb. So I have a jet kit that I bought, thank God. I compared it to 100 main jet, and it looked very small. So what I did is I took out the one it came with and I put it in 100 main jet, just as basically setting a baseline. So I'll put in with this main jet in, and if it works, then so be it, I'll leave it in. If it doesn't work and it's running too rich, then I most likely have to go down a notch, down to 95 or 90 main jet. See, each jet is classified by a 2-digit number usually, or a 3-digit number. Of course, the higher, the more gasoline or more fuel intake. The lower, of course, smaller. So it'll give me at least a baseline to start. This is not hard to take off. Of course, I'll just go for some test rides, make sure it works. But yeah, it's definitely worthwhile to change the carburetor from this little guy to this, and it fits. I checked the O-ring and also the bracket and everything. The thickness is all the same, so it's going to work out, no problem. The only thing I have to do is just connect the throttle cable to the carburetor. Shouldn't be too much of a stretch to do, and then I'll install it, and then I'll continue this video the next day to basically do some testing. But for right now, I'm going to do the switch, and also I'm going to work on this this AirPod filter. If you guys notice, look how I'm turning this. Okay, yeah, that means there's a big old, not big, but a vacuum leak between this filter and here. So I'm going to be working on is sealing up here, because inside there's enough glue here in this end, and there's no air pockets that I can detect, so it's actually not that bad. So mainly is this area here has to be sealed up so this can work efficiently and work properly. So, okay, everybody, I'll go ahead and install this. Install videos online all over the place. There's like a dime a dozen. So I'm just doing more of an informational you know, about the carburetor on the Yamasaki. Very little chintzy, you know, not much airflow going on. Compared to this is a well-built carb, very easy, super simple to service. What really gets me, it really pisses me off that they made this a non-serviceable carburetor. What did they expect, really? That we're not going to take the float ball off to clean out the jets? If it gets gummed up, what do we do? Are they expecting us just to throw this in the trash? Really, I'm without words at this point. Why would they do such a critical error on such a product like this? It needs to be service-free. You know, periodically it has to be taken out and cleaned out. That's something I always recommend. Oh, another thing. One of our subscribers, thank you for mentioning and bringing up that a lot of you guys want to know like a maintenance schedule. I was sort of thinking about making that already. I will be making a video what I recommend as far as periodic maintenance and long-term maintenance. And of course, I might do something for winter, you know, prepare it. You know, if you're planning on, you know, if you live in an area where there's a lot of snow and you don't ride during the winter at all, you want to use a battery tender for your battery. You know, try to drain out your gasoline. You know, drain out the carburetor. Make sure the carburetor is dry so it doesn't get gummed up over time with old fuel sitting in the float bowl. And it goes back to having a serviceable carburetor. But yeah. I'm just going to put this thing in and get it prepped for tomorrow, and then you guys will see some results. I'll put some video of the starting, some throttle response, you know, give it some throttle after warmed up, and just take it from there. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, one more thing. Yeah, you can obviously see the big, gigantic difference between this hole and that hole. Side by side, you can see the difference. You know, you guys could tell I'm too close, but yeah, it's quite the difference. So anyway, alrighty, stay tuned. Okay, so I went ahead, I installed the carburetor now, and there it is, brand new carburetor. I installed the air filter back on, and then I got to just turn the fuel back on, and then I think I'm just going to try it out now. Why not? To see if it starts. I'm curious to see what happens. I'm going to pause this video and open the garage door. So I think the main jet's too high. It's giving a lot of fuel now. So to be continued.